Hey there, Bulldog Country. This week we're talking with Clint Treichel on the men's track and field team about the 2018 season, as well as getting to know him a little bit better.
For UMD, take another look at it. Sarah Kelly put it home, a freshman.
2:05. He's a big young boy. Here's a chance in front. They score! Corrin flipped it in there. Iafallo went to the net. They combined to give Minnesota.
Hi, my name is Clint Treichel. I'm a senior on the UMD men's track and field team. I'm a shot putter, discus and hammer thrower, and I'm a chemical engineer.
Clint, to start out, you are a fifth-year senior on the track and field team this year, and having been part of the team for so long, what have you noticed progress-wise in both yourself and the rest of your teammates?
So I think I've noticed the biggest change in kind of the work ethic of the team. So I know the weight room, Matt and those guys up there, Steven, have done a really good job of getting guys to come in and lift more often. I think everyone's pretty much on perfect defense now and working a lot harder. So getting the little things right, the teams are doing a lot better. I think we've seen that with our third place finish in indoor. So things have been turned around a lot with the work ethic there. I think with myself, at least, I've noticed that I've become a lot more patient as a thrower. It's not just trying to PR every meet or every practice. So kind of mortgaging everything for the final meet of the year, for the conference meets, and being more patient and waiting for the final meet to let it all out. So.
And as a thrower, you take place in all three throwing events, the shot put, the hammer, and the discus. What one do you like the best, and what are the different skill sets required for each?
So I'm primarily a shot putter.
Okay.
So I do all three. I think shot put and hammer are my two favorites. I'm probably the best at shot. Probably want to get the most, honestly. But to be a shot putter, you really need to be a good balance between an agile athlete and a powerful athlete. So you need to actually get to the front to your power position. You generate as much force before you get there. And then you have to be a street fighter at the finish. So you have to be immensely strong. I think that's my strong point, is that I'm actually a pretty strong lifter. For a hammer thrower, you have to be a little more agile. There's a lot the hammer can teach you as a shot putter or a discus thrower. It teaches you to be patient, teach you to push at the right time. You just got to generate a lot of force on one leg and balance there so you don't fall on the ground. So a lot to learn from there. The discus is kind of my favorite event. It's more of a fun event to do. I'm not quite as tall, so I'm a little undersized for that event. But it's a lot of fun. It's a good way to kind of unwind and practice some different aspects of my throwing ability. So.
And after 6 years, UMD is finally going to have a home track meet this weekend. How does it feel from your perspective to finally not have to travel for a meet and be able to participate somewhere that you're all too familiar with?
Definitely. So I actually competed here in my senior year of sections, and it feels good to kind of finally come back. So they used to host this meet a lot in the past, so it's kind of fun to bring back that tradition of having home meets, having a real Bulldog Open. And, I think it's good for a lot of the guys, especially this year. We've had a lot of snowed out meets, so they can actually get some marks in some events that they're supposed to be competing in the conference and then don't even have a time in it yet. So it's a lot of fun. We'll see how it goes. Try to win all the events, try to get some good marks in. So.
And as a native of Stanchfield, Minnesota, what ultimately led you to your decision to continue both your athletic and academic career at UMD?
Sure. So I don't think many people know where Stanchfield is even, but it's fun. An hour north of the cities. I wanted to be a chemical engineer since I was in high school, since I mentored one. And, I was really stuck between the main U campus and here. I think what really did it was both the quality of the community in Duluth. I kind of like the aesthetics of the city. There's a lot to do outside and big into the outdoors. And also I wanted to compete in track. So coming out of high school, I wasn't actually the best thrower. So I had to go somewhere that I know was going to be able to compete. And the main U wouldn't take me. So a little bit of motivation there, but yeah, my two big driving factors. So.
And is there somebody that has had a profound impact on your track career, such as friends, family, or a previous coach?
So the one person that sticks out, he might not even know it, but one of my strength coaches from high school actually motivated me quite a bit. Travis Fuel. He's one of the few guys that actually believed in me when I was coming out of high school to compete, when I wasn't really recruited anywhere. So big shout out to you, Travis. Thank you. My folks have always been there. They've been to pretty much every meet that they can make it to, except for the ones in Iowa this year. I want to thank them. They've actually motivated me quite a bit. My sister, she actually competed collegiately in basketball. She'd always used to put me in one-on-one and stuff, so she kind of motivated me to be a better athlete and to try to step my game up a little bit. So thank you to those people.
Awesome. And then being a student athlete, it kind of has to be a daunting task to manage being a student, being an athlete, and any internships or jobs if you had that. Can you talk about the time management challenges that you've faced here at UMD?
Sure. So being an engineer, there's always a lot of workload associated with those classes. So I think the biggest thing that's helped me is kind of treat it like a 9-to-5 job. Really, what we do is kind of like a 6-to-6 job. So we come in early for the morning lift, and then as long as we're on campus, it kind of helps you stay a little more focused, a little less distracted, and you can just kind of get homework done between classes. So by the time you're done with practice at 6, you can just go home. So Monday through Friday, we try to be here about 11 to 12 hours a day, which if you don't have any homework to do, it's nice, you can relax, but make sure you get all your stuff done so you can get good sleep at night. So it's one of the biggest things I've learned.
And with graduation approaching, what are your post-UMD plans?
Well, I interned with Cargill, so I'll see if they want to hire me back. Hoping they will. And I'm not quite sure where I'll be, so I'm kind of waiting for that call. I guess we'll just see what happens.
And then last but not least, Clint, what has been your favorite memory as a Bulldog so far?
Definitely it was getting third as a team. We kind of out-punted our coverage on indoor and tied for third for indoor conference. And me getting second in the shot, I was kind of a little unexpected for me, but having all that come together for indoor was definitely the highlight of my career thus far.
All right, well, thank you for coming here today.
All right, thank you.
Now, Bulldog Country would like to get to know Clint a little bit better, so we're going to ask you a series of rapid-fire questions. Are you ready?
Yep.
If you could be any animal in the world, what animal would you choose and why?
I think it'd be an eagle, because America.
Who is your favorite professional athlete?
I have to say Adam Nelson. He's a shot putter. Highlights a successful shot putter, works really hard. Mr. Intensity is his nickname. He's also an Ivy League grad, so he's a brainiac as well, so he's pretty motivational.
What is the hardest track and field skill you have had to master?
Learning the spin and the shot was absolutely terrible, so I came out of high school a glider, and then having to learn the spin with a heavier implement was not very good. So the first year and a half was pretty troubling, but I got a hang of it. So.
What is your dream vacation destination?
I guess I've never been to Europe. I've always wanted to go to Scandinavia, so I'll kind of go back to the home country. We'll see what I can do after I graduate, maybe go to Norway.
Are you a good dancer?
I'm actually a very good dancer. So my fiance and I actually took ballroom dancing last semester, so getting ready for our wedding.
Nice. And what is your favorite place to eat in Duluth?
Hopefully it doesn't close soon, but Big Daddy's Burgers up on the hill, definitely.
Who is the funniest person you know?
Kyler Kennedy, without a doubt.
And last but not least, if you were stranded on a deserted island and had to choose only one of your teammates to be stranded with, who would it be and why?
It's a tough one. I'd have to say Kyler again. We spend so much time together already. I need someone that's going to make me laugh and someone that's going to work hard with me to survive, honestly.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, thank you.